Have you ever bought a big bunch of cilantro only to watch it wilt and turn yellow after just a few days? What if I told you there's a simple way to keep it fresh for months, even a whole year? Hi there, it's Nancy. Cilantro is one of those herbs we love, but can never seem to keep fresh for long until now. Today, I'm going to show you several easy ways to store cilantro so it stays crisp, fragrant, and full of flavor. No fancy tools, no chemicals, just simple kitchen tricks that really work. And make sure you stay till the end, because the last method not only keeps your cilantro fresh, it actually helps it grow again, right in your kitchen window. The first thing I always do after bringing cilantro home is give it a little checkup. Start by spreading it out on the counter and picking through the bunch carefully. Remove any yellow or wilted leaves. Even just one spoiled leaf can spread moisture and bacteria to the rest, making the whole bunch go bad faster. This simple step makes a big difference in how long your cilantro will last. Once you've cleaned it up, it's time to give it a gentle wash. Fill a large bowl with water. Then add 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of baking soda. Stir until dissolved. Drop the cilantro into the bowl and let it soak for about 10 minutes. The salt and baking soda work together to clean off any dirt or pesticides, while gently disinfecting the leaves. You'll notice how the water starts to look cloudy. That's all the residue being lifted away. After soaking, rinse the cilantro 2 or 3 times with clean water. Be gentle, cilantro bruises easily. Then lay it out in a strainer or on a clean kitchen towel for about 15 to 20 minutes to air dry. If you're in a hurry, you can pat it dry with a paper towel, but make sure it's as dry as possible. Excess water is the main reason cilantro spoils quickly. Now that the cilantro is clean and dry, let's move on to one of the easiest and most effective storage methods using plastic wrap. Start by laying a large piece of plastic wrap flat on your counter. Gently place the cilantro right in the center, keeping the stems aligned and the leaves gathered together like a small bouquet. Next, begin wrapping it tightly, starting from the bottom and working your way up. As you wrap, try to press out as much air as possible. That's the key to keeping it from wilting. The tighter you seal it, the longer it will stay fresh. Once it's completely wrapped, store it in the refrigerator, preferably in the vegetable drawer, where the temperature and humidity are more stable. With this simple method, your cilantro can stay crisp and vibrant for up to 2 months. When you're ready to use it, just unwrap the bundle, take what you need, and wrap it back up again. It's clean, easy, and saves so much time during busy cooking days. If you use cilantro often, you can divide it into smaller portions before wrapping. That way, you only open what you need and the rest stays sealed and fresh for next time. I love this method because it's simple yet so effective. No special tools, no fancy tricks, just plastic wrap and a bit of care. Every time you unwrap it, you'll be greeted by that familiar, fresh, garden-like aroma that makes homemade meals feel extra special. Another great way to keep cilantro fresh for weeks is by using paper towels and Ziploc bags. This method is especially handy if you cook often and want to grab just the right amount each time without rewrapping everything. After washing and drying your cilantro thoroughly, divide it into small bunches, just enough for one meal or recipe. Then grab a few soft, absorbent paper towels. Lay one flat on the counter, place a small bunch of cilantro in the center, and gently wrap it up like a little parcel. Fold the sides inward so the leaves are completely covered. Next, take a Ziploc bag and place the wrapped cilantro bundles inside. Arrange them neatly in a single layer so they don't get crushed. When sealing the bag, leave a tiny opening so you can gently press out the air before closing it completely. Reducing air helps slow down oxidation and keeps the cilantro greener for longer. Once sealed, store the bag in the crisper drawer of your refrigerator. The paper towel will absorb any excess moisture, preventing mold and wilting, while the Ziploc bag keeps everything clean and contained. With this method, cilantro can stay fresh for 4 to 6 weeks, sometimes even longer, if you start with very dry leaves. It's practical, mess-free, and perfect for anyone who loves cooking with fresh herbs but hates throwing them away after just a few days. Every time you open the bag, the cilantro will look and smell like it was just picked, bright, fragrant, and ready to bring a burst of freshness to your meals. If you want to keep cilantro fresh for a really long time, even up to a whole year, freezing it is the best way to go. This method is great if you love cooking, but don't use cilantro every day. Once dry, place it on a cutting board and chop it into small pieces about 1 inch long or whatever size you prefer. I usually use only the leafy part and save the roots to regrow later. Do you have your own way of keeping herbs fresh? Share it below. We all learn a little more when we share our tricks. Next, prepare a clean, dry container with a tight-fitting lid. You can use either a plastic container or a glass jar, whichever you have on hand. Gently place the chopped cilantro inside without pressing it down too firmly so the leaves don't bruise. Close the lid tightly and store the container in the freezer. With this method, your cilantro will stay green and flavorful for up to 12 months. When you need some, just take out a small amount and add it directly into your cooking. No need to thaw. It blends perfectly into soups, stews, stir-fries, or even sauces, keeping its natural aroma and bright color. If you prefer a more convenient, ready-to-use option, try freezing the chopped cilantro in ice cube trays. Just fill each section about 2/3 full. Pour a little clean water on top and freeze. Once frozen, transfer the cubes into a Ziploc bag. Each time you cook, just pop 1 or 2 cubes straight into your dish. This method saves time, reduces waste, and keeps your herbs tasting just like they were freshly picked even months later. And here's the final tip, and also my favorite one, regrowing cilantro from the roots. Start by saving a few healthy roots the next time you buy cilantro. Then grab an empty plastic bottle and cut it about 1/3 of the way down from the top. Be careful, while cutting plastic can be slippery, so it's best to use scissors and take your time. Flip the top part of the bottle upside down and place it back into the bottom half so it looks like a little funnel sitting inside a cup. Add 1 spoonful of sugar to the bottom of the bottle. This helps nourish the roots and keep the water fresh for longer. Then pour in just enough clean water to cover the roots but not completely submerge them, as too much water can cause the roots to rot. Now gently thread the coriander roots through the bottle's mouth, with the stems resting inside the top part and the roots hanging down into the bottom section. Place your setup near a bright window or on a sunny kitchen sill where it can get natural light. Change the water every 2 or 3 days to keep it clean. Within a week or so, you'll start to see tiny green shoots and new leaves growing again. It's amazing to watch your cilantro come back to life, and even better, you'll have fresh herbs to harvest anytime. A little care and patience can turn a few old roots into a living, growing plant that keeps giving back all year long. I still remember when I used to throw away leftover cilantro roots without a second thought. One day, my mom saw me and said, "You know, those roots can grow new life if you just give them a little care." So I tried it. I placed a few roots in a small bottle by the window, changed the water every few days, and before I knew it, fresh green leaves started to grow. Now, every time I see that little bunch of cilantro thriving, I think of my mom's gentle reminder. Sometimes the things we often overlook can bring the most lasting joy. Keeping food fresh isn't just about saving money, it's about caring for what we bring into our homes. Small habits like these can make cooking calmer, more joyful, and more mindful. Thanks for watching, and take good care of yourself until next time.